Hey, I'm really excited. We've got one of the most popular podcast guests in the world. She's been on all the biggest shows. And it's Victoria Reynolds. Her newest book is called Fearless and Free. Victoria, thanks so much for joining me here in studio. How are you and what have you been up to?
I am fabulous. I'm fearless and free.
All right. Well, tell us about that.
Well, what I've been up to lately is, being fearless and free. As you know, I graduated from being a full-time mom about a year ago. My kids are off to college. I sold my home, and I've been traveling the world, following my dream of being an international speaker and on all these shows, and I'm working on my first film project. So I have been living my best life.
Talking about confidence a lot. I saw you on TV in Sacramento recently. Tell us about confidence.
Confidence is the key ingredient to becoming successful at anything. And if you can get it and you can keep it, man, the whole world becomes your oyster, so to speak.
How about that cliff at 17?
You know, I stood on that cliff, but at 17 and I almost jumped. I came this close to jumping. Unfortunately, I have a really powerful inner voice that told me that there was a better world waiting for me if I didn't jump. And the reason I wanted to jump, aside from being sexually assaulted and other things, was that my dad promised me to a friend of his when I was 11 years old, a child bride marriage scenario. And I was terrified he was going to fall through with it.
How old was that man?
He was in his late 40s. Yeah. And yuck. So I wanted out of that. And what I ended up doing was running away from home instead. And I went out into this world. I grew up in a polygamist doomsday cult. And I went out into this world I was told to be afraid of my whole life. I didn't have any education. I didn't have any money. I really didn't have a dream because I didn't think girls were capable of doing anything. And I created my life. And now I'm living a dream life.
Fantastic. How can people have more confidence? What's your best tip?
For me, it's resilience. Don't take other people's stuff personally. You know, and one thing, life stretches you, and if you can allow that to you become resilient, and that stretching makes you stronger, it can actually catapult you into a better life. A lot of people break instead. So don't let other people break you. Just be resilient and have faith in yourself and listen to yourself, because it's your life and you get to create it. Nobody else does that except for you.
How can people find out more about you and where can they get the book?
Best way to find me is at victoriareynolds.com, and you can find the book on Amazon.
Fantastic. Our guest was Victoria Reynolds, author of the great book, Fearless and Free. Victoria, thanks so much for joining me here on Celebrity Experts.
Thank you, Clint, for inviting me to be here.